This is Esbr Boxing. Delighted, as always, to be joined by Denzel Bentley. Denzel, thank you for your time today. We're in Leeds for the Josh Taylor, Jack Catterall press conference. No stablemate, Chisora is fighting as well, but I'll start off with yourself. Really impressive performance against Danny Dignam just only a couple of weeks ago. You must have really been happy with how it ended.
Yeah, most definitely, man. That was a win that I needed, against a good opponent, and I'm happy with that win, man. It was better me doing that to someone like Dignam with his quality and his experience in the game than coming back in a 6 to 8 rounder against anybody and doing that to them. So I'm happy with that, and I'm right back in position to push forward and achieve what I want to achieve.
I know you might have kind of given a different answer to this before the fight, but now the dust has settled a bit, what were the nerves like that night? Because it was a really big fight for you.
It's kind of mad. It weren't really nerves. It was more like I can't wait to unleash what I need to unleash. You know what I mean? Like, it was like I want to put hands on someone. So I didn't really feel like pressure or nerves. It was just hurry up and let's get to fight. I really want to fight.
Yeah, of course. Sticking on yourself, there are some big domestic British fights at middleweight. Tyler Denny, Felix Cash, of course, the rematch between Nathan Heaney and Brad Pauls. Are you focused on fighting the winner of one of those guys, or do you think you're going to go in a different direction? Anything you can give us?
I mean, Queensbury and Matchroom are quite cool now, so if the Felix Cash rematch is there, then that's not a bad shout. But other than that, I'm not really interested in boxing domestically anymore. I won the British the first time in 2020, and I've been around that level for so long. I want to kind of box internationally, and number 3 with the WBO now, so I'd like to push and try and get a mandatory slot for the champion, which is Janibek. So that's what I want to push towards. I mean, if I just keep boxing, I think I've boxed the most domestic fighters in the division than anyone else. So I think I want to move on and box internationally now, and show my talent, worldwide.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you doing an interview with Box Nation, and I saw you mention that you felt underappreciated. Do you still feel that way after the Danny Dignam fight? I know kind of a lot of people are giving you credit after that performance, but do you still feel underappreciated in the sport?
Yeah, most definitely. But I got credit because I performed well and everyone saw it. But I mean, like, in terms of what's going on and the names in the division that everyone thinks can win a world title and all these things, and what I can do and what I've done, I don't think it's appreciated enough. I know because I probably got a couple of losses, I ain't beat everyone, but I always just try to be an exciting fighter. I try to give the fans, what I think they'll like to see, and obviously benefit from myself and my career, what makes sense to me. But it is what it is, isn't it? It's nothing to cry about. I just mentioned it because I felt like I've actually done a lot when you think about it. And early as well, I didn't have a long amateur career or whatever. I've come in the game. I fought Heffron in my 13th fight when he'd had about 25 fights. Like, who would take that risk, especially without an extensive amateur career? You know what I'm saying? And I've taken these risks, and sometimes I fell short, sometimes I've succeeded. So it's just a part of the game, isn't it?
Is there a win that you've just kind of we've kind of followed your career, and it's been great to see you fight live a few times? Is there a particular fight of your career so far that you're particularly proud of? Whether it's the Mark Heffron win, beating Lionel Sudofia when he was undefeated, is there one kind of highlight so far?
That's a good question. I've had a lot of good wins, I've had a lot of good wins, but the first big win was the second Heffron fight. So I think that's what really catapulted me to get the rest of the fights that I've been having. So I was looking at my record over there. I think I've had about like 10 back-to-back 10-12 rounders title fights, like all at domestic level. You know what I mean? So apart from obviously Janibek, but still, I mean, not many fighters do that or go that route. So.
Right, well, we really hope to see you in the ring again soon. Just want to touch on Ellis. Big fight for him against Chev Clark. How's he been in camp? How do you rate his chances ahead of Saturday night? Yeah,
Ellis has been good in camp. He's been nice and relaxed. He's been nice and comfortable. It's been good to see him in that headspace. You know what I mean? Especially coming off a loss, and he's hungry, which is why he took this. He wants to show that he is better than his last performance. I mean, in that fight, he didn't get to show how good he is, but I get to see how good he is every day because I'm in the gym with him. You know what I mean? So my opinions are always going to be biased, but of course, on the night, it's how you wake up. You know what I'm saying? It's how you feel on the day, and that's how the day goes. So I'm hoping he wakes up good, feeling good and fresh, and ready to go on Saturday, so he can show the world what I've seen in him and how good he is. So yeah, I'm confident he wins this.
Yeah, big night for him and the rest of the gym. Just got one final question, Denzel. I know you attend a lot of boxing, whether your stablemates fighting or not. Joe Joyce versus Derek Chisora got announced yesterday. Both, some people might say, might pass their bests. I think Derek Chisora is in his 40s now. For you, as kind of from a fan's perspective, is it a fight that still appeals to you? Do you want to be ringside for that fight?
I'm on that card. So yeah.
Sorry. Silly question. Of course you'll be there. But general thoughts on that fight?
I think it's a good fight. It's what are we getting from Joyce? How good is he? We've only seen him take one loss. To say he's past his best is harsh, but we've seen him take 2 losses actually to the same person. But kind of brutal, isn't it? Them fights can take a lot out of you, but he's come back and he's won since then. And it's what he's got left, what he can do, and then it's what Chisora's got left too. What can Chisora produce? We always know Chisora comes to fight. He never backs down. And even saying that, out of all the heavyweights Usyk's fought, Chisora gave him his toughest fight.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. So Chisora's still got a bit left in him, but then it's what Joyce has left in him. And I think it's a good fight. It's an exciting. Yeah, it's an exciting fight. I ain't gonna lie.
All right, Denzel, well, I've taken up enough of your time, but all the best for your fight, all the best for Saturday night as well with Ellis, and we hope to speak to you again soon.
Nice one, thank you.
Right, thanks, Denzel. Cheers, man. Thank you.